Ricky Richards and Sonny Landell get the win. 3 more exciting matches still to come.
Since we are now a little bit ahead of schedule with tonight's card, we're going to take a brief 5-minute intermission. Introducing first in Canada, this is Wayne. And his opponent from Chesnee, South Carolina, is the current APW Tournament Champion, Chesnee Eagle. And his APW President, Mr. Dennis White.
I think we saw enough trouble around here tonight, so we're going to reassign a new referee.
Dennis Price telling the unknown referee to get out of the ring. We've got Blade and Jay Eagle set to battle. Dennis Price, the current president of American Pro Wrestling. And now I understand why he's left the commentary booth. Evidently, Dennis had other things to do tonight. Jay Eagle, the current reigning APW TV champion, set to defend his title against Blade. The bell is sounded and Eagle refusing to take his title off and still not quite ready yet to lock up the collar elbow tie up in the ring as the arena is filled with smoke. Blade and Jay Eagle was set to do battle. This is our ninth match of the evening.
If you old women don't shut your mouth, I'm going to come out there and clean up this floor with you. What do you have for supper? The table? You shut up. Yeah. You don't want me to come out there. I'll bounce you on that door over there. Don't make me mad. You don't talk to me to hurt this young man. You shut your mouth. You get over and tell your mama to shut the hell up. Don't take it personal, you know. I mean, the April Fool's coming up and everything. Don't take it personal.
Looks like Blade don't want to talk. He wants to wrestle.
You know, the next one that hollers, I'm going to personally come out there and take care of you myself. That's what you do here, man.
and Blade finally ready to tie up. And now we finally have it tied up for the TV title of APW. Eagle being thrown across the ring onto his back, overpowered by Blade. Both men circling, ready for action. Full arm ringer. Eagle with a roll up. Dennis Price getting both men out of the rope. Eagle and Blade having words. Once again, collar elbow tie up. Blade with an arm ringer. Blade applying the pressure, and Eagle catapults over onto his back. Blade and Eagle exchanging Mortal Kombat, hand-to-hand combat, whatever you want to call it. Eagle's writhing in pain from the chin lock, and Blade's applying the knee right into the small of the back. Eagle trying to pull hair. There's no hair there to pull. Eye gouges Blade right in the eyes. Kick into the midsection. Chop into the small of the back and continues his assault. Eagle sending Blade for the ride. Boot to the chest. Blade's going to be body slammed at this point in time. Tomahawk chop into the chest. Count of 2. Blade and Eagle going at it fist and fire, exchanging punches, and Eagle's punches do not connect. Blade kicking away on Jay Eagle. Eagle going to the outside of the ring. He's going to try to regain his composure and his breath. He knows that this pounding just too great here tonight. He's out of camera view at this point in time. Back into the ring slowly but surely. Backpedaling away from Blade. Blade in pursuit. Eagle asking for a test of strength. We have a test of strength, and down goes Jay Eagle on both knees. Eagle being overpowered at this point in time, and Blade continues. Take him down, stomps his hand. Eagle and Blade exchanging blows. Eagle pursuing Blade in the corner with a fisticuff onslaught, sends him for the ride to the turnbuckle, a lariat. Eagle hurling an insult to the ringsiders, is continuing to stomp away on Blade. Going to choke Blade across that rope. Dennis Price trying to keep everything enforced right. Thumbs up to Dennis Price for kicking unknown referee out of the ring earlier tonight. That's a very good call on his behalf. Eagle pursuing Blade, kicks him in the corner. Gouging away at the eyes of Blade. Again, eye gouging Blade. Pursuing Blade. and Blade in the corner. Crowd getting behind Blade. Blade knows he's got to get it together here. Blade comes out with a lariat. Eagle takes a break to the outside of the ring, trying to regain his senses. Eagle on the outside, yelling and screaming. Blade and Eagle going at it. Eagle taking a punishment on the apron. Blade dragging Eagle back into the ring, a vertical suplex. Down at 2. Nick Vice twisting his head, twisting his head in a way it's not designed to be twisted and turned. Elbow smash across the top of the head, and Blade continues his assault onto Jay Eagle. Smashes Eagle into the turnbuckle. Eagle and Blade going at it in the corner. Blade takes a chop, stumbles away. Eagle in pursuit. Eagle with a pair of boots sends him for the ride, the Irish whip. Blade with a spear. Blade with a spear out of the corner. And set him up for a suplex. Here comes the Power Crew. Here comes the Power Crew and the Rough Rider. The unknown referee and Dennis Price going at it. Here comes Thunder, Bill Mudd, Ricky Noble. Battle Royal breaking down. Dennis Price unmasked the unknown referee who flees out of the ring.
Wrestling fans, the referee is disqualified. Chief Jay Eagle, your winner is Blade.
Ricky Noble, Bill Mudd, Blade and Thunder, all in the ring. Mad Dog Westbrook, Jay Eagle, and the Power Crew on the outside. These guys will have to settle this again another day.
Once again, your winner by disqualification, Blade. Introducing first the challengers. Here are the team of the Black Angel and Beyond Harlem. This is the Soul Patrol.
champions, here Nick Fury and Street Caddy AJ Frost, the juvenile delinquents.
All right, fans.
What flag? It's a shame that this company has two little punks. The juvenile hall representing them as tag team champions. Well, Black Angel, tonight we're going to rename those belts not the American Pro Wrestling. It's going to be the African Pro Wrestling tag team champions, the Soul Patrol. Shut up, you stupid redneck! Hey, I'll take you over to the That's what I'll do to you.
Dion Johnson on the outside, having words with a lady in the crowd. I'll tell you what, I think we need some security down there as we have the Soul Patrol without Jimmy Kente in the ring, and they're ready for action. Take on the reigning tag team champions of APW, the Juvenile Delinquents. It'll be Nick Fury starting it off with Dion Johnson. Or Dion Harlem, whatever. And the reigning APW tag team champions are the Juvenile Delinquents. We've got a collar elbow tie up and Johnson with a headlock. Tackle coming off of the rope. Hot pursuit. Hip toss by Nick Fury. Drop kick. Black Angel coming in. Double flapjack. The Soul Patrol very much surprised here. And thus they should. The Delinquents and the Soul Patrol scheduled to battle semi-main event. Dion Johnson complaining about a hair pull, but I mean, there's no hair there to pull. Soul Patrol, Juvenile Delinquent set to do battle. AJ Frost, Dion Johnson going at it. Black Angel tags in. Down goes AJ Frost. Angel with an elbow across the top of the head of AJ Frost. Angel with a haymaker. Soul Patrol dominating the Juvenile Delinquents at this point in time. Arm wringer on the AJ Frost. Juvenile's double teaming the Black Angel in the corner, and Nick Fury tags in. Fury set, flying leg drop over the top. Unload. Angel going at it in the corner. And Fury sending Angel for the ride. A.J. Frost comes in. I don't know if there was a tag made there or not. Baseball slide drop kick. Body slam. That's it. Delinquents have a very stiff challenge in this match for tag team titles. Frost and Angel exchanging blows. But Frost coming up with the best of it, makes a tag to Nick Fury. The Delinquents tagging in and out much more often than the Soul Patrol. And Nick Fury kick on the Black Angel from Nick Fury, who tags out to A.J. Frost. Fury and Frost double team on the Angel. Flashing through the corner. Snapmare from Frost. Elbow on the Black Angel. Lateral press, we got 1 and 2. Haymaker by Frost on the Angel. Sends him for the ride. Ducking a lariat. Ducking a backhand. Into a stunner from a slapjack. Dropping position. Really unloaded on him at that point in time. Angel has Frost in the turnbuckle. Dion Johnson choking him, and Nick Fury comes in blowing his cool. Don Sewell's tied up with Nick Fury, and in the meantime, A.J. Frost is taking a severe pounding. Emotions run high. These matchups here sometimes. Frost being pounded into the turnbuckle. Going to set him up for a superplex. Angel has him curtains and ready for the superplex with Frost. Trying to fight back. Can't do it. Count of 2. 2 count only. Dion Johnson tags in. Soul Patrol going to work. Haymaker on the A.J. Frost. Continues to pound. The Soul Patrol finally beginning to start to dominate. A.J. Frost looks to have the breath knocked out of him. Power slam by Dion Johnson. Double Irish whip on A.J. Frost, double elbow. Angel with an elbow smash on the A.J. Frost. Angel has A.J. Frost in the turnbuckle. Angel sends in for the ride into the far turnbuckle, and down goes A.J. Frost. Nick Fury comes in as his emotions run high. Fury being asked to get out of the ring as he's not legal. Angel has Frost, lifts and drops him. Angel and Johnson appear to be setting up maybe a double team move here of some kind. Could be that flying headbutt. And A.J. Frost, this Black Angel, got him up for a choke slam. Nick Fury coming off the top with a leg drop. And Angel with a neck breaker. Soul Patrol tagging in. Angel and Johnson going to work on the Nick Fury. Nick Fury sent for the ride. Fury able to duck under again, another attack. From a standing waist lift high power bomb. Deion Johnson making a cover. Johnson attacking A.J. Frost on the apron. Deion Johnson with a high suplex. Only a count of two. Nick Fury sitting for the right sunset flip attempt. He's got it. 2 count only. Black Angel tags into the ring. And Nick Fury continuing to take a beating. Ducks again, Fury with a high DDT. Knocks Deion Johnson off the apron, and Nick Fury coming back to life. A.J. Frost coming in the ring. Fury did that almost out of desperation. Angel and Frost brawling to the outside. In the meantime, we've got Nick Fury and Deion Johnson on the inside battling it out. Deion Johnson and Fury battling on the inside. We had a brawl on the outside at the same time. Angel making a save. Soul Patrol and the juvenile delinquents continuing to brawl uncontrollably in and out of the ring. Deion Johnson has Nick Fury, setting him up for a pile driver maybe. And A.J. Frost on the outside as he just can't get him. High cross body. 2, 3. You got it. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the match. Juvenile delinquents with the victory. Hard-fought win to reclaim the APW Tag Team title over the Soul Patrol.
first. To the team of Big Bubba Brooks and Steve Stasiak, the Power Crew. And their opponents, here is Peter Bill Murray and his tag team partner, the workable one, Ricky Noble.
All right, fans, this is your main event right here. The Power Crew, Bubba Brooks and Steve Stasiak, set to do battle with Deacon Bill Mudd and Ricky Noble. This will be your main event of the evening. 11 big matches right here tonight with American Pro Wrestling. Noble and Mudd getting the crowd riled up, getting them solidly behind their tag team as Stasiak and Noble started off. Collar elbow tie up, and Noble making a clean break. Stasiak accusing a handful of hair. Didn't see it. The crowd solidly behind the very, very most popular wrestler here in APW, Ricky Noble. Lock up again. Stasiak has Noble in the turnbuckle and breaks off clean. Stasiak and Noble going at it. Stasiak with a series of punches, powerful punches. Noble with a high cross body. Count of two. Noble taking time out to greet his fans. Stasiak says he wants Bill Mudd. Tag. Bill Mudd is tagged in. That's Stasiak's request. Stasiak shoving Bill Mudd. Bill Mudd shoving Stasiak halfway across the ring. Slaps Bill Mudd in the face and retreats to the outside in and tags out to Big Bubba Brooks. But in the meantime, Bill Mudd's not aware of the tag. Lariat on the Bubba Brooks. Those lariats do not faze Bubba Brooks. To the knee and a lariat to the chest. Bill Mudd finally sends Brooks backing outside. Power Crew on the outside trying to regroup their thoughts. Mudd and Noble on the other side discussing strategy. Brooks and Mudd tie up. Brooks taking control. Brooks going to send Mudd for the ride. Brooks with a lariat. Count of 2 only, and Bill Mudd kicking out. Smashes Mudd head first into the turnbuckle. Power crew double teaming Bill Mudd. Bill Mudd being choked in the corner. Stasiak choking Mudd as well. Stasiak ripping at the face of Bill Mudd. Belly-to-belly suplex by Bubba Brooks. Count of 2. Tag being made, and Stasiak comes in with a kick into the side of the rib. Mudd taking a pounding. Choked by Stasiak, the Power Crew former APW Tag Team champion. Proving why they are championship material, but now Noble and Mudd, no pushovers themselves. Elbow smashed by Bill Mudd. Stomps on the top of the head of Steve Stasiak. Punches Stasiak, who falls into the ropes. Mudd with a punch into the bread basket sends Stasiak for the ride into the turnbuckle. Running elbow smash. Noble gonna be tagged in. Noble and Mudd with a double team. Kick into the midsection, knee lift after a boot from Noble. Noble and Mudd working well together here. Unknown referee with a super slow count. Just like a snail count when the fan favorites have the fall. Well, when the rule breakers have a fall, he's a lightning fast with super ultra fast counts. And Noble and Stasiak going at it in the corner. Stasiak takes a lariat. Count of 2 only. Stasiak able to get out. Noble and Stasiak exchanging blows in the corner, and Stasiak sent for the ride. Stasiak ducks a running lariat. Flying drop kick out of the air off of the top by Noble. Super slow count again, and Bubba Brooks breaks up the pinfall. I believe Noble could have got the fall right there if he just hadn't had Brooks coming in, and if this official was refereeing fairly. Stasiak and Noble exchanging chops. Stasiak and Noble exchanging chops pretty hard at this point in time. Take a look at these chests being lit up. Noble with a forearm smash across the back of Stasiak. Bubba Brooks comes in. Bill Mudd makes the tag. Double lariat on the Stasiak. Down goes Stasiak. Blind leg drop from Bill Mudd. Count of 2. Stasiak with an eye gouge. Stasiak trying to tie Bill Mudd up, sort of like a sitting abdominal stretch, but no grapevine of the leg. has his man all tied up onto the mat. Single arm underhook in a front face lock. Bill Mudd trying to recuperate and get back up. Fires back with a punch into the midsection. Bubba Brooks makes his way in the ring, attacking Bill Mudd. Unknown referee making no effort at all to get Bubba Brooks outside. Brooks and Stasiak tag once again. Wow. Mudd just took a lariat from Bubba Brooks. Leveled him. Count of 2. Mudd trying to tag Noble, but just not close enough. Mudd sent for the ride, hangs onto the rope. Noble is tagged in. Noble and Brooks exchanging blows. Brooks gonna send Noble for the ride. Nobody there on the big splash. Unknown referee on the outside tied up with Stasiak. And Noble had Brooks tagged. Wait a minute, coming down, Abel Adams. Bill Mudd with a headbutt. Abel Adams back in the ring. Abel Adams, after a long absence, attacking this unknown referee. Power bomb. He's got the unknown referee up. Noble with a drop kick. Looks like they're going to unmask this unknown referee. Bill Mudd going to work, trying to get that mask and pulling it off. Unknown referee slides out of the ring. Bubba Brooks attacking Bill Mudd. Stasiak and Ricky Noble going at it. Noble attacking Brooks from behind. Brooks being thrown outside. We'll have to get an official word here. Unknown referee disqualifying Noble and Mudd.
Wrestling fans, due to the interference by Abel Adams, your winners this match by disqualification, the Power Crew.
Power Crew, your winners by disqualification. Well, fans, what an exciting night of APW, American Pro Wrestling.
You know, boys, I want to come out here and apologize, but let me tell you about this. I've been sitting at home for 5 long months. The only one, y'all just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. This dude worked for Jay Eagle. That's the only thing that's since I walked. Been sitting at the house. I told everybody, you don't mess with me. You know what? I don't know what's worse. Being fat or just being plain damn ugly, boy. Jay Eagle! Come on out here, big boy. I'm back, ready to beat your ass. Abel Adams! You come in here after sitting on for 4 months. You know, we thought we were rid of the ladies and stable. You come back
I'll see you next week. Not only can they wrestle, they some singing son of a gun.
All right,
You
then.
see this red S on my chest? If I come up in there, you don't have a red S. Mickey, man, you get your tree there before I come over and take care of you too. But hey, let me tell you something. Well, I got the three students in the ring. Every said, I run you out of here about 6 weeks ago. I seen you off down the country somewhere, old side road, picking up beer cans. I know what you've been doing, Ricky Noble. Now you go back, you go pick you up some more beer cans, because when I get the ring, you're the next thing I'm coming at you. If you're a circles around you, change the way. Yeah, you sit back there, you smoke your cigarette, you drink your beer, you're real blue. Well, brother, Dave will get you in the ring, and you'll run circles around you, and you'll be right there looking at those lights, asking yourself, what was I thinking? That's Jay Eagle. You know Abel Adams, the Ricky Noble. You know the Eagle Boys took the title from you. If my brother was here right now, we'd come up in there, and if he wasn't in the mountains, what he'd do is he'd cut firewood for old women, and then he'd kill us. So get off my brother.
Adam Noble and Bill Mudd challenging Jay Eagle and the Power Crew. And let's see, Eagle's going to come in, and Adam's going to work Mudd and Stasiak, Noble and Brooks. And looks like Eagle and the Power Crew going to take a quick powder.
Hey, boys, y'all might be able to sing, but can you dance like a man? I don't think so.
Well, it looks like another exciting night of ACW. Good evening, everybody. This is Dan Paris. Welcome to United Championship Wrestling. We're here to live tonight in Lancaster, South Carolina, South Middle School Gym. We got UCW, United Championship Wrestling. Promoter James Strange bringing the action to you with UCW. We're kicking it off with an opening match with the youngster known as the Southern Rebel and his tag team partner on the outer apron, Nick Fury, one half of the Juvenile Delinquents. joining forces in this matchup to take on the tag team combination of the Last Resort. This man outside of the ring is known as the Impaler. He's somewhat of a vampiric type of individual. And right now at the opening bell, the Southern Rebel taking the tremendous amount of punishment. And it looks like the Southern Rebel in desperate need of a tag. Caught down a double vertical suplex at this point in time. It looks like a combination of Rebel and Fury not working too well together. Yet to do any tagging in and out. The Impaler on the outside of the ring. A very diabolical, demonic-looking individual. A flying aerial attack. And a Southern Rebel in a world of trouble. We have a nice looking size crowd here on hand in Lancaster, South Carolina tonight, and headlining the card tonight, the one and only legendary Jimmy the Boogie Woogie Man Valiant headlining the show. And a lot of big action coming your way tonight with you, CW. And a lariat from the Southern Rebel broke up by the tag team Last Resort. Really don't know a whole lot about Last Resort other than the fact they're very acrobatic, high-flying, and have this demonic man, the Impaler, on the outside of the ring that controls this tag team. I'm not exactly sure how he does show the authority over these two, but somewhat of an evil individual. A nice spinning kick from Nick Fury. Nick Fury going to the air, spinning in the air with a leg kick, scissors. And Nick Fury going to the high attack, high-flying attack, and downstairs low. Last Resort breaks it up in a hurry. Going to perch Nick Fury up onto the top turnbuckle. Got him mounted, closed fist to the face. He's pounding away. Setting him up for a high-impact maneuver here. Maybe a Hurricane Rana off the top. Looks like Nick Fury needs a tag. As Last Resort taking the measure of young Nick Fury. Fury sent for the ride up into the air. A double side suplex onto the canvas. We got 1 and 2, and not enough to put away Nick Fury yet. And Fury going to be sent for the ride off of the rope. Caught in a sleeper hold, and the sleeper hold hooks, and it's got a lot of pressure applying. Nick Fury going down into dreamland. It looks like he's trying to think of a way to get out of it. Maybe attempting a jawbreaker. It didn't work out that way, though. Once again, that sleeper hold still maintaining its lock and its grip. Nick Fury once again trying to come up into the jawbreaker. He finally comes back up. Fury setting him up for a vertical suplex and drops his man with authority, tagging out to the Southern Rebel, who's tagging in. Backs his man into the turnbuckle. Pounding away on his man, Southern Rebel going to work. And finally, the team of the Rebel and Fury getting the advantage here. Sends him off into a monkey flip. He's got him. Nice move. Out of the corner, he sends him flying. Right now, it looks like Nick Fury pounding away, and the Southern Rebel going to work as well. And the Last Resort taking a punishment. Fury and Rebel finally now getting their act together as a combination in the ring. Tagging in and out real well. Body slam, and Nick Fury goes up to the top. Fury perched on the top turnbuckle. Big senton. Last Resort double teaming, retaliating. Stopping Nick Fury in a hurry. Nick Fury with a cross arm bar. has him tied up, got him locked in real tight. Got the pressure applied. Last Resort breaking it up. Together, these two young men don't know their collective individual names. Doing their very best to counterattack these two guys. And it looks like the Impaler on the outside pacing back and forth. Looks like he's seizing that the fact that high impact move by Nick Fury. Looks like the Impaler seems to be a little bit disgusted by the fact that his combination not working any better yet together. It looks like they're having a little bit of trouble with the combination of Nick Fury and the Southern Rebels together in this matchup. Impaler pacing around the ring as the Last Resort gets back into the ring together, tagging in. And the Southern Rebel will be ready to keep the action going at this point. We got a collar elbow tie up. And the Impaler jabbing away at the back of the Southern Rebel. We didn't catch it in our camera view. But take a look. There he is with that big cane, that stick. Some sort of weapon. I couldn't tell you exactly what he has in his hand. We've got a count of two. And Last Resort taking the measure in the ring. Admonishing referee Neil Lee about his count, which looks pretty fair to me. Sending the Southern Rebel for the ride. A big lariat connects and knocks his man on the mat. And both men, after the collision, laying on the canvas and in bad need of a tag individually. The Southern Rebel trying to get to his feet, trying to crawl over to Nick Fury, and Last Resort as well trying to tag out. Nick Fury makes the tag. We've got a double tag at the same time, simultaneous. Nick Fury like a house of fire in the ring, laying in the boot. A forearm across the back of the head. Fury going to send his man for the ride off the ropes. A big high scissors kick into the face. Nick Fury, high-flying, very agile young man. Neil Lee somewhat out of position as Fury applies a crossface type move. Kick into the midsection as Nick Fury goes to work. Last Resort sending Nick Fury off the ride, off the ropes for the ride. However, big neck breaker, and Nick Fury goes down to the canvas. Fury being lifted up and thrown into the turnbuckle shoulder first. Tagged by Last Resort. Trying to lure the Southern Rebel into the ring, and it looks like it's worked. And the Rebel blowing his fuse. Neil Lee trying to get his man out of the ring. In the meantime, Last Resort taking the measure in the double team effort on to Nick Fury. Very much so a success. Nick Fury with a tilt-a-whirl head scissors and catapults his man up and over onto the mat. Nick Fury showing a lot of tenacity and high-flying ability. The Impaler in the meantime on the outside. He and his entourage taking the work too. Nick Fury on the outside. Southern Rebel breaking it up. Got a melee on the outside of the ring. Fury fell victim to a lot of carnage at that point in time. Goes to show you this man, the Impaler, what a diabolical individual. Throwing out every rule in the book. Nick Fury laying the boots in. Kicking away. Nick Fury going up to the top. Dives out of the ring. Wipes everyone out. I'll tell you one thing, you got to give this young man a tremendous amount of credit just due to the fact that intestinal fortitude, the risk this man puts his body through. What an athlete right there. The crowd really showing their appreciation. Last Resort looking a little bit punch drunk as a result. That flying attack, Southern Rebel tags in. Nick Fury really knocked these guys for a loop. Nobody really expecting anything like that to happen. Last Resort trying to get it together back into the ring. Currently in United Championship Wrestling fans, there is a tag team tournament going on for the UCW World Tag Team titles going on. And so far, the opening rounds have taken place, and as of yet, nobody making any headway for those tag titles. Tag teams such as Cruise Control, Dr. X 1 and 2, and a host of others have been involved trying into the tag team scene, trying to get into the mix. Oh, we got a hammerlock and somewhat of a chicken wing type maneuver onto the Southern Rebel. Nick Fury with a drop kick off the top from behind to break it up. We got a body slam going into the position onto the Southern Rebel, and Last Resort up onto the middle turnbuckle. Laying the boots, and Last Resort going to the middle turnbuckle, now to the top for even more of a high-risk maneuver. He's setting him up. Big Frog Splash, he connects. Alabama Jam as well, it also connects. Leg drop, and it could have been low right there on the Southern Rebel. Very questionable time maneuver. We got a tag right there from Last Resort. Southern Rebel taking a tremendous beating at this point in time. We've got a double team move here on the Southern Rebel. We've got a double suplex onto the Southern Rebel from Last Resort. They're going to set him up here. Got him by both of his legs, lifting him up, turning him upside down into a fall-away move. Really don't know how to call that other than the fact that it hurt. Dropping this young man right onto the back of his head. Time ticking down. Not a whole lot of time remaining in the contest. And Last Resort taking the measure to the Southern Rebel. And we have a tag. Southern Rebel now again going to fall victim to a double choke slam, another double team maneuver. This man on the outside of the ring, the Impaler, pacing back and forth. We got a spinning toe hold, and now maybe even setting up for a figure four leg lock. But no figure four, but the tag is made for a Last Resort. Double team effort. Taking the measure. Nick Fury comes in. Nick Fury breaks it up. We got 1 minute going to go duration of the match here in the contest. Southern Rebel picks his man up into a front face lock, and Nick Fury tags in. Nick Fury has his man set up for a power bomb, maybe. He's got him up and drops him. Again, another thunderous ovation from the crowd as Fury goes to the top, springboards off, big high impact springboard leg drop. Time once again ticking on down. And Fury again headed toward the top. Senton, and I think Fury caught a glancing blow off of that, didn't get the full impact of the move. Time ticking away, almost ready to expire. Wow, just a somersault splash, Firebird splash. Time ticking away, and time has expired. The Impaler taking the measure too. Nick Fury on the outside of the ring. tearing him up on the floor, and Fury responds. Super kick, and Fury and his foes going at it last resort. The Southern Rebel trying to get to... Take a look, the Impaler takes a nasty fall. Fury has a chair. The Impaler with a chair. Popping Nick Fury. Take a look at this. This match is officially over with. They're going after this guy. In the last resort, bringing themselves back out here to break it up in a hurry. Nick Fury diving out. Wipes everyone out again, Nick Fury. The match is officially ended in a time limit draw. -minute time limit draw, the opening contest. Looks like these two tag teams will have to do it again some other day.
And his opponent weighing 265 pounds. He's from the straight Iceland.
All right, fans, we're off and set for our second contest of the evening. The native of Mexico City, Mexico, the Scorpion, Luchador, will take on veteran wrestler Ice Pick. Ice Pick very well traveled throughout the Carolina independent veteran throughout the Carolina and Southern scenes. Ice Pick now having words with the fans right off the bat. And a kick to the midsection, and away we go. Ice Pick showing no remorse whatsoever, showing a tremendous amount of intestinal fortitude. Tries to throw him through those ropes. Lariat. You've seen this young man go swinging through those ropes and swing back around. Going up to the top. And away he goes, a big splash. Count of two only. And Ice Pick levels this man right off the bat. Scorpion taking a pounding. He's setting him up face first in the suplex position, dropping him down kind of like a face first power bomb suplex gourd buster type maneuver. Ice Pick taking the measure, sends his man off the ropes for the ride, and just tears him up as he comes off of those ropes. Ice Pick full steam ahead. Once again, Ice Pick taking it to the Luchador, the Scorpion. Deep double underhook suplex and throws him halfway across the ring. Young man, the Scorpion, trying to get back to his feet, being sent for the ride. He's blocking it, trying for a DDT, and Ice Pick with a back body drop drove him down into the mat. Put a stop to that in a hurry. sort of collision there in the ring, and it looks like the young man took a nasty licking. Picking him up for a torture rack fall-away slam. Really just don't see how much more this young man could take. Ice-picking, total domination at this point in time in the contest. Toning the crowd and laying the heavy fist into the young man, into the back of the neck and the back of the shoulder blades, the Scorpion. Ice-pick going to send him for the ride, off the ride for the rope. Scorpion with a sunset flip. He's got him, 1, 2. Desperation. Trying to re-even the odds. Ice-pick's got him, set him up. Going to send him for the ride. Belly-to-belly suplex. We got 1 and 2. Able to kick out. Haymaker levels his man. Ice-pick and Neil Lee having words. Maybe about those punches. Ice-pick going to send his opponent for the ride. A big standing drop kick from 290 pounds. Very impressive. Ice-pick toning the crowd here in Lancaster, South Carolina. Once again, standing on his chest. Stepping on his throat. Ice-pick being very relentless. Almost sadistic, trying to injure this young man. He's dominated this young man throughout the whole contest. Almost seems like to me he could put him away at any given time here. Lariat with authority. Took him and drove him down into the canvas. We got 1 and 2. Ice-pick going to set his man up maybe for a superplex type maneuver. I'm not exactly certain. Got his man perched up to the top. Belly to belly off the top. Turnbuckle. Ice-pick with the victory here in United Championship Wrestling. Victoria, complete and total domination, almost an annihilation of this opposition in this matchup. Having words with the ringsiders before he goes back to the dressing room. On the way to the back, Ice-pick makes it look easy.